Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. It's a beautiful day today. Today, I want to reflect on giving it your all. Just giving it your all and everything, man. Every step of the way, just give it your all. And understanding that your strength comes from a place where you gotta dive deep. For me, should I say when I express this, when I say that, it is I get it from a place where hell exists, right? Uh, where all the pain's at, where all the memories are, where people done me wrong or don't want to see me succeed or set me up. But it's a place where I know where I'm at, right? I know where it's at. I know where that should I say where to find it. But what I mean by this is that it's like I'm digging myself out of a grave because I want to breathe. I want to live. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm going through something, right? When somebody's pissing me off, or when I'm frustrated about this or that, or haters are around, or something, you know what I mean? You name it. Life, the the stumbling blocks in life, you know what I'm saying? And all that stuff getting tongue twisted. Just finding a way to get past it to a brighter experience. And like I use the metaphor, like digging yourself out of a grave. It's like you see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you want to get there. You want to breathe. You're tired of suffocating, and you want to climb all the way up, right? Or you want to get to the end of it. And that's where I find my strength at. You know, what I mean, that's where I'm constantly trying to. It's because I'm after the big picture, right? I'm trying to manifest the big thing. And so the little shit I care less about. You know what I'm saying? I can sacrifice that. But what I do though is I try to always do some kind of shadow work. I always try to figure out a way how to push myself into a further level or newer level. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just want to say, you know, like you got to give it your all. Just got to give it your all the time. You know, the reason why I say this though is because the dark night of the soul is what it had taught me. It's a hair on my camera. Because of what it had taught me is when I was going through hell, when I was going through my suffering, I was closer to God than anything else. I was closer to the idea of what we think God is, right? And so I like to be there. Not the fact that I like to suffer, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when I'm pursuing my workout or pursuing my meditation or I like to go into that deep space, to that deep darkness, because that's where I find myself, right? It's like the phoenix rising. Like you gotta go through chaos and hell and just emerge out of this shit. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying not to just move mountains, but I'm trying to get the motherfuckers out of my life. You know, you know. But you come to learn though is that when you're doing these things though is that you learn to accept it for what it is. And in the end, it becomes like one of your greatest allies. It's like when I was in prison, you know what I'm saying? Some of the guys that I ended up fighting with, like really fist fighting with and stuff, we ended up becoming like actually really, really close friends afterwards, even though we made each other bleed or whatnot, right? But in the long run, we became good friends, you know what I'm saying? We had each other's backs. But when you're going through your suffering, when you're going through this, man, you got to give it all you got. How bad do you want it, right? For me, the ultimate goal is to become one with God, right? To love and each one another unconditionally. To go back to where we come from. And as I'm learning these things, right? As I'm learning how to remove myself, how to continue my walk faithfully, how to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? How to be devoted, disciplined. I try to figure out what it is that gives me my strength. I had mentioned the other day that I like to take things to death, right? Because the illusion of it, as far as everything continues, life is a continuation, right? We're going back to where we come from. So, the way I learn how to let things go, though, is I try to take the problem or the individual to the state of that end state, death, or whatever you want to term it as, you know what I'm saying? And I endure the suffering of it, the suffering of the loss. So I could take it on. It doesn't mean that I want them to die, or doesn't mean that I want this to die or to decease or nothing like that. No, I'm not trying to wish harm on nobody. I'm just using it in the terms of learning to use it. I gotta sneeze, but I can't. Learning to use it to let it go, to where it becomes an ally, to where I become one with it, because it's free. I'm free. And that kind of sounds kind of weird when I say that, but it's the moment you release it, the moment you let go of it, it's there. It's always been with you. It's just you're holding on to this imaginary illusion of what you think it really is. But I'm grateful for my life. I give it all that I got every single day. And I pray that one day I'll have the right way to speak these things to y'all. And I'm learning how to put it out there a little more. I'm still trying to figure out how to do all this stuff too, you know what I'm saying? And I wish you the best. But give it all you got every day, man. Every step of the day. If you can only meditate for 3 minutes, then do that. You know what I mean? Something's better than nothing, man. If you can only do 10 push-ups, you know what I mean, then do that. If you could barely even walk down the block and you're gassed out, then do that, man. It takes action, right? Just give it all you got every day, man. Every single day. You can't just sit around and just dream about it all day. You got to actually have some kind of movement with it, create momentum for it. Learn to release that energy. Just give it all you have. But I don't want to take too much of your time, man, I love y'all, man. Take care. Fuck them haters, you know what I'm saying? But, love and light.